Hey everybody, Rich here coming at you with my first episode in a while. I've been working ridiculous hours all summer long. Um, Worked 70 something hours last week, probably just as many this week, counting tomorrow. And 7 days a week. It's been crazy. But nevertheless, I've had a little bit of time to rip some packs of Allen and Ginter, which I'm really fond of this year. It's really phenomenal. A lot of good stuff. All the stuff I'm into. A lot of retro stuff. A lot of non-baseball stuff. It's a really good mix of baseball, non-baseball, oddball stuff. You know, I just really dig this product. Anyway, I just finished watching the Rockies game. I might mention I'm at my house for once. Usually I'm at a hotel or sometimes in my truck. But right now the cat's away, so the mouse can play. Sorry to say that the Rockies lost tonight. This guy, Eric Tams, hit a walk-off homer. The Rockies were leading most of the game. And then this dude knocked knocked one out of the park, knocked himself and two runners home, and beat the Rockies in the bottom of the ninth. And I gotta say, it was a pretty phenomenal game. It was a pitcher's match. It was real interesting. I'm sorry the Rockies lost, as they're my adopted team. But you know what? I do feel like Wade Davis was throwing pretty good. I mean, sometimes people are just gonna hit. You know, he's a good closer. He's a good pitcher. He's had a couple of bad breaks recently. I don't think it's due to anything on his part. Sometimes people are just gonna hit your pitches. I mean, you can throw the same pitch and strike people out, and sometimes guys are just hot and they're gonna hit. And this guy Eric Thames had his night. You know, I really dug the retro uniforms the Brewers were wearing tonight. It was a throwback and a tribute to the old Milwaukee Negro Leagues team, the Bears, and those uniforms were sharp. I gotta say, pretty cool tribute to the old days. Anyway, let's get into it here. Like I said, I'm going to showcase some of my Allen and Ginter that I've ripped recently. If you guys haven't seen this product yet, it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Let me show you my Yankees pulls. I got Giancarlo Stanton. I got a couple of Aaron Judge cards. There's a nice retro Reggie Jackson. I actually got 3 of those. If anybody's looking to, you know, trade or need some of this stuff, I'll try to get it to you. I finally sent off a couple things today that I promised people a while back. Sorry about the shadow. I'll try to stay out of the shadow. And it's really hard for me to get to the post office when I'm working so much. But I finally sent off a couple things today. I promised some people just some duplicate base cards. There's Andy Pettit. There's Miguel Andujar. Sonny Gray has not been having the greatest luck with the Yankees, but whatever. We wish him luck. He's hanging in there. Aaron Hicks. Okay, some Rockies here. We got Herman Marquez, Trevor Story, Nolan Arenado. Couple tough breaks for the Rockies lately, but they've been playing good, I gotta say. I'm really kind of disappointed in the Yankees. They're taking a beating from the Red Sox. 2 games already. That first game was horrible. Holy God, did they take a beating the other night? What was it, 17 to a couple? 17 to 4 or something, and then they lost again tonight. Ty Cobb. Here's some more Allen and Ginter. Got a couple of those Ty Cobbs. I'd love to trade with somebody. If somebody else is into these and has a lot of these, you know, I'd be happy to send you my dupes. Roberto Clemente, I got a couple of him. Is that in focus? I sure hope these are in focus. Hank Aaron. See, I love the the throw. They do a pretty nice mix of modern players and players from the past, old greats, Hall of Famers. Ernie Banks, Dwight Gooden, couple of Wade Boggs here. There's Otani for a modern day hot shot, right? Puig, Corey Seager. I got his mini card too. I'll show you in a minute. Anthony Rizzo. Open your ears, jackass. Anybody know the Jerky Boys? Noah Syndergaard, Peterson, DeGrom. I'll try to go through these fast. Corey Kluber, Kyle Seager, Wade Davis, Chris Davis. I'm sorry, Wade Davis. Come on. Yeah, I got Wade Davis on the mind. Walker Buehler, Roger Clemens with the Red Sox. Red Sox are just a phenomenal team this year, dude. They can't lose. They just win. Every time I look at the standings, they're winning everything. The Yankees are losing at least one in every series, probably two so far to the Red Sox. Here's some cool stuff. These indigenous heroes, one of my favorite subsets in this. Allen Ginter. There's Crazy Horse. There's Ben Nighthorse Campbell. I believe he's a U.S. Senator, or was one of the first indigenous U.S. Senators. Sitting Bull, Tatanka Yotanka, Lakota Sioux. Fantastic. I'm just going through these randomly. Here's a cool subset. These baseball equipment. The first early fielder's glove or baseball glove. That looks just like my dad's baseball glove. My grandmother used to have it in a closet. I don't know whatever happened to it. God, I wish I still had that thing. My dad's glove looked just like that from the 1940s and 50s. The batting helmet. It gives you the history of these things on the back. It's really cool. The first shin guards, catcher's shin guards. Tells you about the history of shin guards in the back, how they caught on in the early 1900s. Catcher's chest plate, chest protector, gives you the history of that. There's my stack of commons. I call them commons. There's a lot of really good players in there, but I'm not going to go through them all. There's this subset of beaches from around the world. It's really cool. I won't go through everything, but you got Myrtle Beach, South Beach, Cocoa Beach, a lot of cool stuff. What else we got? There's a subset of different world talent, they call it. So here's Shin So Cho, is that how you say it? From Korea, as my man as my friend Jason, Zombie Collector, pointed out. He's not Japanese, but South Korean. I believe this guy's South Korean also. Ryu. We got Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Cuba, Colombia. This is the only guy from the Virgin Islands that I know of. Jarrell Cotton. I lived in the Virgin Islands for some years. My parents retired there and lived there until my dad died. So that's pretty cool for me. He's right from where I was in Charlotte, Amalia, St. Thomas, USVI, baby. I won't go through them all, like I said. Did I go through the Yanks already? And Trevor Story... all my Rockies, Aaron Hicks, I went through those. Okay, let's go through the non-baseball players, because these are pretty cool. Got Lindsey Vaughn, what a babe. She lives near me. She lives over in Vail, Colorado. Super cool. This girl's, I think she's a commentator. Sorry if she's your favorite. This lady was one of the first female broadcasters, I think, for the Yankees, maybe? New York? I'm sorry, I don't know all these guys. This guy swam across the Atlantic Ocean. I believe he was French. I think this guy's a comedian. Fredrickson, the boxer, Sonny Fredrickson. That's pretty cool. This Sloane Stevens, she was a Olympic tennis player, I believe. Her parents were both Olympiads too. This guy, I believe, was a Jeopardy contestant. Had a really good run on Jeopardy. He's a New York City bartender. Uh, Austin Rogers. This guy, Tommy Wyasu. What was his deal? I can't remember. Method Man, I know him. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to vote with. Riley. I can't remember all these guys. Let's just roll through them, what they all did. But they're all notables. This guy was a big fan, as I recall, of the Pirates. He's like a super fan for the Pirates. Phil Coyne. Anyway, the non-baseball stuff is pretty fun. You get a lot of cool oddball stuff. Here's another cool subset. The moons. Moons in our solar system. Mimas, I believe that's Saturn. I'm kind of an astronomy buff. Is that a Saturn? Moon of Saturn, I believe. Miranda, that may be also of Saturn. Or is it Uranus? I'm not going to say it the other way. Europa, that's a Jovian moon. Got two of those bad boys. Cryptocurrency, that's Bitcoin, and cyclone, talks about the phenomenon of a bomb cyclone. What else I got here? Let's just look at the minis real quick, some of the notable ones. Ted Williams, fantastic, one of my favorite players of all time. Fantastic, Boston Red Sox. Babe Ruth, my absolute favorite player, mini. Roger Maris, another Yank, fantastic, phenomenal, historical figure. Is that Ricky Henderson? New York Yankees. Reggie Jackson, another one of my favorite Yankees. Ty Cobb of Detroit fame, first inductee into the Hall of Fame, followed by Babe Ruth. And John Gray, pretty good pitcher with the Rockies. I like him. He's got cool style. He's still got a long way to go, still developing. Pretty good stack of common minis. Some of them are those Gold Edge. Doesn't really mean much to me. Some non-baseball minis, some stamps. Here's some cool stuff. Elephant Polo. I mean, when do you get a card of Elephant Polo? God, I hope these are in focus. Underwater hockey. Did you even know that's a sport? I just read about it. You learn a lot of cool stuff with these Allen Ginter. I don't even know what this is. Postage stamps from around the world. Flags of the world. There's the Tibetan flag. Talks a little bit about the history of the nation of Tibet and how it was occupied by China some years ago. Anyway, I'm going to try to wind it up. The other day, the trip I took to the LCS, I was on kind of an Oakland A's kick. Picked up a few. You know, Eckersley. Ricky Henderson, this is a little booklet. I've got a couple of these. You can open it up, and there's about 4 or 5 pages in there. Tony La Russa, there's Vita Blue. Two Reggie cards from his days with the A's. Pretty good stack here of the Big League product. If you guys haven't seen that yet, those are pretty nice looking cards. It's a brand new Topps product. Couple Yankees, Brett Gardner, Tanaka, Stanton. Couple inserts. There's Giancarlo Stanton. I think I've showed you some of these before. There's Luis Severino. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to wind it up here. Thanks for watching. Shout out to my man Zombie Collector. Shout out to everybody. Pepino Man, Yankees cards. Enough said. Everybody that watches my videos. Thank you guys. I'm almost at 15 minutes here. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you guys like the Allen and Ginter. Like I said, if there's anybody out there that wants to trade Allen and Ginter, let me know, because I'm trying to get as many of these as possible. Like I said, this is probably my favorite product. I gotta say, I've only been collecting about a year now. I collected a little bit as a kid, and I got back into it a year ago. Still kind of figuring out what I like. Allen Ginter is a really cool product for me. It's got the perfect mix of things I dig. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. There's a little bit of the Rockies game rebroadcast. Like I said, Rockies went down to the Brewers. It's too bad, but whatever. We got tomorrow. Yankees got to try to pull it together again tomorrow too, and try to split the series with the Red Sox. We've already lost two. I'm over 15 minutes, so I'm gonna say good night. Peace out to everybody. God bless, and we will see you around.